Welcome to Random Talk episode 5. We made it. Yes, we made it. So welcome. Today we are still talking about standing together, but this random talk is a little unexpected. Like it wasn't in my list of what I wanted to discuss, but I have to put this into random talk. It does fit into standing together, but it's going off something that happened on Tuesday with me and my youngest son, who is, starting his first internship. It's a paid internship and he's all motivated about it. And the reason I'm saying that this does fit into standing together is because it may not be the way that a lot of you adults will think, but I'm standing with the teenagers right now. I'm standing with the youth because the adults have really upset me, and I'm coming from so many different angles with this. Now, some people will say you don't have a place to speak on it, but I feel I do, because not only am I a parent, but I am also a previous educator. So I worked in the schools, but then I moved up and I began to work in the board office. So it wasn't like I was just a person in the office. I was once in the school district working with students for 8 years. Then I shifted over and I worked in the board office. So I get to look at it from that angle. But then I'm also a parent, and then I'm also a previous student. So I'm speaking and I'm coming from all those different angles. I'm going to get to the random talk, but I know some people might come for me for what I'm about to say. Now, for those of you may not know me because I'm not, anyone special or anything. Now, in my eyes, I am very special, but in my local area, with the local school district. And this isn't about putting the school district on blast. It is just about bringing attention and awareness to adults. Now, we cannot sit back and say that teenagers don't want to do anything and teenagers need to get themselves together, because to start this, we are adults, so we should be leading by example. Now, let me dive into why I'm frustrated, why I'm irritated. Now, normally I'm always positive, and this is going to remain positive, but I need you to feel my irritation and I need you to feel my frustration. So now I work from home. I am an entrepreneur, so my schedule is flexible. Now, this might not have been a problem that day on Tuesday, but it was a problem because it wasted my time, and I'm big on time. So now my son is all excited. He's doing the right thing. He goes to school, makes great grades. He's in all advanced classes. I'm pointing this out not to brag on him, but to give you a scenario so you can get your mind together. Now he's doing this he's doing this internship. It's a paid internship. At this current time, it's the summertime. So I take him to his first location. It's for environmental science and agriculture. So we get to the first location. I sat in the car. He walked out on his own, but I'm only 44, but I'm still old school. So he was out of my eyesight, and I gave it a couple of minutes. Even though he told me he made it to the location, I went to check on him. Oh, thank goodness that I did. Listen to that gut instinct. So I go down there and I'm looking at all these teens. It was about 6 or 7 teenagers, 14, 15, 16, I'm assuming by the age group, and they're waiting. And they're waiting, and they're waiting. Now, the adults who are running this organization are not on time. Now, imagine if the students had not shown up on time. Oh, it would have been that the parents were sorry. It would have been that the teenagers need to do better. But when I sat, and so someone came over who's a part of the organization, very polite, very mannerable, and he introduced himself, and he told me that my son was doing a great job, and he was like, oh, he's in good hands. I said, oh, he might be, but I'm just here to observe because I want to see when all of you are going to actually get started. Next thing I know, that conversation ended. Now, you're supposed to be there at 9 o'clock, which we were. They didn't get started until 9:30. Now that just bothered me in my spirit because I'm all about time. Now, even though I have a flexible schedule, I have clients, I have business to attend to. So my whole morning at that point was thrown off because now I'm 30 minutes behind schedule. For those of you that follow a schedule, you get what I'm saying. Now, as they get started, I leave and I tell my son, okay, I'll be back. They were supposed to be at that location from 9 to 12. My son calls me at 10:45. Oh, we're finished. So you get started late, 30 minutes late, and then you're finished early. How is that even possible? So I have to make sure he has transportation to get to the next location because no one was making sure that was provided. And so when I get back, no one bothered to stay. Now I know he's not a baby, he's 15, but I'm all about the safety of children. What if he never got a ride? No one was there to see if he even had a ride to get to the next location. So I pick him up, take him to get something to eat, and we go to another city. Now, we're not even in the same city. I had to take him to another city, and he's supposed to be there, I want to say by 12 o'clock. So I had to get him there by 12 o'clock. He gets there, he gets out. Something in my spirit said, stay. Don't move, don't go. So I sat for about 5 minutes. Now another teenager pulls up, has no idea where to go. Thank goodness I was sitting there. I instructed him where to go. Do we get where I'm coming from right now? Lack of organization, lack of concern. We have teenagers who are interested in being involved in something positive, but the adults aren't even making sure that they run the organization properly. And then I get the excuses. And see, what I feel like in this life is that we have too many excuses and not enough truth. And I want to speak truth to you. I need the adults to get it together. If you are doing anything that involves the students, you always lead by example, because you dare not open your mouth and tell a child what they should do and should not do, and you are not doing it yourself. And in this situation, I saw teenagers coming together, teenagers trying to do something better, teenagers trying to do something positive, and then no one was showing enough concern to make sure it operated smoothly. No one was making concern that they were showing up on time for the teenagers. So that just had me heated under my collar. I have to tell you, and I'm proud to say it, because even in the schools, I would get upset about it. So then I get them there. Listen to this. Now the first thing started late and ended early. Now I get them to the next location. I was starving by this point, so I leave to go get something to eat. Do you know that my son called me 20 minutes later and said, we are finished? Mind you, he was supposed to be there from 12 to 3. So now I am furious. So I just want to say in this random talk today about standing together, I'm standing with the youth, just as I did when I was in the school district. We have to do better as adults. You have to lead by example, because if my son told me Tuesday that he wanted to quit and not be bothered with that nonprofit, I would have gave him, okay, we can do that. And I'm not even that type of parent. Usually I tell my children to see everything through. But when people don't respect your time and they don't respect you as a person, that's a problem. So adults, make sure that you are standing together with the youth. Make sure you're standing together to lead them properly. And I know a lot of people may not like this, because I was told once in the school district that I'm not supposed to advocate for the kids. I'm supposed to advocate for the adults. Well, you have the wrong adult, because I'm going to advocate for what's right, and it is not right. Oh, and let me not forget to tell you that when I got there to pick up my son in a whole nother city, he's not in a city that is his own. They left him. No one was there to make sure he got a ride home. So I just want you to know that I'm standing with the youth. I was upset, and this is why I posted on Facebook and Instagram that I have something to say, because needless to say, I am not please. So that is your random talk. I went over my short time frame that I normally try to give you, but I needed you to know that most times I'm very positive, but sometimes I get heated around that collar. So you make sure you subscribe to Novelty Woman Speaks if you have not already done so, and be sure to tune in for the next random talk.